This McGruden dude, I don't like him at all.
Yeah, this is gonna be a different type of video.
You can't be real. You can only be yourself. Being yourself is real. So once your girl get her income tax money, you want to sit there counting it up, knowing it ain't yours. That's your first time touching some real money. Then you want to flex it on the ground like you popping. You know what I'm saying? You flossing your girls. You not real.
Before DJ Ghost would react to your favorite rappers' music videos.
All these rappers just want some neck because they know what that's. Look, with that neck, we ain't having no baby. She's swallowing babies. That mean ain't no child support coming nowhere.
Before his reaction videos would go viral, including his YNW Melly reaction, which has more than 2.5 million views, his reaction is 6ix9ine fighting at the airport, which has more than 2.2 million views, and his Eminem kill shot reaction, which has more than 2 million views at the time of this recording.
I'ma do what I gotta do. Left all that alone. I think I found my lane. If YouTube not it, we gonna try something else. Look, if that's not it, we gonna try something else. We gonna try something. I don't care if I'm 50, but I'm gonna keep on trying to keep on hustling, bro.
Before DJ Ghost would have more than 162,000 followers on Instagram and more than 1.6 million subscribers on YouTube, with more than 190 million views, plus another 250,000 subs over on his family's vlog channel. Before DJ Ghost would have beef with Michael McCrudden.
I'm not endorsing nothing, I'm just doing my job.
I'm not endorsing nothing. I'm just doing nigga. Fuck you, nigga. How you gonna put that one little bullshit ass clip? Didn't say my name. Ooh, take it. He wanna just. I didn't even say nothing right there. You just, like he said, it make it look like it's just a fan that praising what he doing. I said way more in the video, bro.
I'll be honest with you guys, I didn't even know this was a thing. I'm actually just learning about this now, but you guys have actually been letting us know in the comments that DJ Ghost, he's gonna get heated every time we use one of his clips. Now, I've reached out to DJ Ghost since, and he said he's actually looking forward to reacting to this video. So all I can do is really try my best and hope this review's a little better, well, this time around. Yikes. DJ Ghost has become one of the biggest hip-hop reaction channels on YouTube. Now, sometimes the man, he gets more views on his reactions than the artist gets on the original music video. But this guy, he has had a long road to success. Now, DJ Ghost, he was at one point homeless, living in his car, and he would sleep in Walmart parking lots. Now, unsure where his next paycheck would come from, well, then he got into trouble with the law on multiple occasions, and, well, he was unable to find a regular job because of his history. So the guy needed a way to become his own boss. That's when a little website called YouTube opened up an opportunity for him to do all that and more. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Michael McCrudden walking you through the life and career of DJ Ghost prior to fame. Here for you, of course, and before they're famous. Now, this video, it's a little overdue. I mean, I've been doing this YouTube thing for a really long time now, and I didn't even know all the attention I was getting at sometimes. And then I look back and I find out that me and DJ Ghost, well, we've had some underground beef, apparently. Now, some recent drops we've done on this channel is The Rich Life of Pretty Boy Fredo. We also did a bio on Love Live Serve. Be sure to check those out, and we need your suggestions for who to do next, so sound off in the comments down below. And finally, I got a question for you guys. Who is DJ Ghost's favorite YouTube vlogger? The answer might surprise you. Place your guesses down below. All right, now let's get into this video. I did that all in one take. Now you guys know why I talk like this. Did I just talk? I'm not as cool as DJ Ghost, that's all I'm saying. Before we get into this video, now it was a little hard to peg down DJ Ghost's actual birth name and his birth date. The guy's kinda living off the grid while being a YouTube star. That might explain why he had the face paint way back in the day. Anyway, I'm not here to dox him, I'm not here to expose him. I'm just gonna share with you what he's already shared with his audience. DJ Ghost grew up in South Central LA with his mother and 5 sisters. Now, he was the oldest out of 10 children, but he didn't have his father around for much of his life.
I'm the oldest out of 10 kids, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, she tried. All our daddies left. Every single last one of them.
Now, Ghost's dad, he went to prison when Ghost was around 9 years old and in the 4th grade.
He caught 2 hot ones, 2 bodies or whatever, so he got double life. Last time I seen him was 9th grade.
The two have talked on the phone since, but he's gone away for over 20 years now. So Ghost says that growing up without his dad, well, it inspires him to be around more for his own children today.
My biggest fear is not being in my kids' life and watching them grow. I didn't have no daddy in my life, and I'd be damned if I let that happen to my kids.
But he does state that his mom, she really held it down for the kids while they were all growing up.
You know, my mom, she was always the type, like, she was a hustler. My mom's did what she had to do to make sure we was straight.
Even though his mother, she did have her own troubles with the law as well. Now, she went to jail for using counterfeit money at a local Ralph's. Now, Ghost and his siblings, they got separated at the time and he had to move to Lancaster. Now, it was in Lancaster that Ghost, he went through some traumatic experiences, including getting raped by his mom's best friend at 12 years old.
Even though I'm letting her do it, I'm scared to the mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my mama homegirl. I'm not knowing what's going on still. She lay me down on the bed, then get on top of me, me. Now she moaning. Now my mind's like, this is like the movies. I'm a grown man now. And you know, I'm so much into the moment, I'm not even realizing like this lady's taking my virginity. That's not even on my mind at this point. I'm not realizing that I'm being raped. That's not on my mind at this point. The only thing I'm concerned about is what the fuck am I doing right here? Like, am I going to get in trouble for this?
This video just went and got demonetized. And apparently that happened to him twice with 2 different women. Damn, this guy's been through a whole lot. What's even worse is that, well, he was even shot at when he was only 11 years old.
Long story short, man, that was the scariest day of my life, you know what I'm saying?
He attended Horace Mann Middle School in Los Angeles, where he spent most of his time playing basketball with his friends, but his original dream was not to be a YouTuber. Now, Ghost, he wanted to play in the NFL. Now, he got his first tattoo at the age of 13, and of course, it's of his mother's name.
Even though I was 13, that was the first time she seen somebody with her name tatted, you know what I'm saying? I did it slick, like if I'm gonna get a tattoo, I'm gonna get my mama name tatted. So you're gonna be mad, but you're gonna be happy at the same, you know what I'm saying?
His next tattoo was of his grandmother's name, and by 19, he had 32 tats. As of 2017, he has 47 tattoos in total. Now, in the 8th grade, that was also the first time that Ghost smoked weed. Now, it wasn't a loving relationship with weed out the gate. When he first saw some of his classmates smoking, well, Ghost had a negative perception of smoking, and he actually felt hurt.
Everybody's straight to me. Why y'all doing this? We ain't gotta do this, you know what I'm saying? I frowned upon it. I got on the bus like, bro, I don't know what I'm gonna do. All my homies, I thought I was homies up there blowing trees. Like, that ain't finna be me.
That is until he finally tried it for himself. Now, ever since then, well, Ghost, he can't be spotted without a blunt in his reaction videos. Now, in the 9th grade, Ghost, he attended Crenshaw High School, the same school as Ice-T, and where they filmed the TV show Moesha.
Crenshaw up in LA, this might sound funny, but if you was walking to school, bro, you was looked at as like a nobody, basically.
Now, before he was reacting to rappers, well, DJ Ghost, he was actually a rapper himself. Yeah, ever since he was young, he would stay up all night writing raps and recording songs. Now, in terms of his name,
look, that Ghost character is me. Power, that Ghost, that took my life. Yeah. Put it on film. That's why I get 10% of everything right now.
He's referring to the main character in 50 Cent's show Power, where the main character is nicknamed Ghost. So maybe in this case, 50 Cent is the one who owes the money.
I was thinking about people that gotta give me my money back.
I just bought a crib.
That's right, you owe me $300,000.
You get your money when I get mine.
That's right, so now you owe me $1,000 after I give me $1,000, and I'm gonna need mine by Monday.
Also, for those wondering about his background as a DJ, well, I'll let him explain.
As far as the DJ part,
I ain't never DJ a day in my life. That just sound dope. DJ Ghost or instead of Ghost.
At least the man's being honest. Now, while he was rapping, he was putting his music videos up on YouTube, and he was on the music grind just as much as he's currently on the YouTube grind. He dropped a new video every single day. And I can speak from experience, well, that's a whole lot of work. Now, things got a little, well, his rap career, it stalled because all of a sudden, well, DJ Ghost, he got caught up with the law and was sent to jail on 4 separate occasions.
One of them wasn't my fault. I'm being 100, like, you know, but I'm not no snitch. I'm gonna be one, like, I can't snitch, bro.
Now, he first went to jail as a teenager, later going back for disturbing the peace, which only sent him in for 10 days. The 3rd time was a few months for a gun case, and the 4th time, well, that was for something he didn't do. But like he said, he's not gonna snitch. And he said that in high school, well, he was only worried about getting money by any means necessary.
And just to kick it, just to be cool, try to rob somebody to get some J's, or try to beg my mama for some, even though I knew my mama didn't have it, I'm trying to get whatever. Let me get $40 out the county money, and I just, you know what I'm saying, I get the rest to go try to get me some, that's all I was on.
What are you gonna do? The man's gotta eat. When he got out of jail, he was planning to continue his rap career, but the cover landscape on YouTube was different, and people, they weren't really blowing up from making remixes anymore. So there he went back to hustling, trying to find any way he could to get by. Now, while attending high school, he was placed into a mentorship program at UCLA, and there a mentor showed him how to drive for the first time. He He also did what he could to help him keep him on the straight and narrow. And the guy who did this, well, apparently his name's Herbert. So shout out to Herbert.
Yeah, Herbert. His name is Herbert, bro. A black dude named Herbert.
Now Ghost, he cites football as the reason he was able to get his diploma. Now he was skipping class, he got bad grades, and he didn't really care about his formal education. But because he was on the football team, well, he had to show up to classes and come to school on the daily. Eventually, he did end up graduating from high school, but Ghost, he never went to college, nor did he have any plans to do so.
You can make something happen on your own as an entrepreneur with the way the internet is nowadays. Everybody got something they love and everybody got something they like. So if you turn something you like into something you love and you get paid for it, you'll never work a day in your life. But at the same time, you're getting paid for it, so you're working every day of your life.
But he does state that he prides himself on education. He spends hours researching his passions online and teaches himself how he can make money from them passions.
Find what works for you, because it took me years on years to find what works for me.
Now, of course, it wasn't just rapping and hustling. Ghost, he also worked some regular jobs.
Waking up early in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning to go to this business and going ahead and making this man all this money. And then when my son, like tomorrow, he got student of the month, I'm going to a ceremony tomorrow. I would have had to call my job and cross my fingers that they let me off so I can go to my son's ceremony. And guess who would have got fired if they would have told me no? Me. I'm not finna miss that for nobody, bro.
He eventually moved to Bakersfield with the goal of making some money and sending it back to his family.
When I was in Bakersfield, my mama was all the way up in Lancaster. So I was a grown-up at this time. I wanted me a car, I wanted me a job, I wanted me the house. Everything I thought I wanted, I didn't, bro.
But then when he got there, well, he took a job at Sears. That was, just to pay the bills. Now in Bakersfield, he met up with some people who were doing content online.
Kevin Edwards and T. Jones. Kevin Edwards popping right now. He been popping, and T. Jones still my bro.
But at the time, he thought YouTube was just for nerds, and he didn't want to show his whole life by vlogging. So even though he saw some of his friends making money from the site, well, he brushed off the idea. Now later on, he moved to Vegas at around 25 years old. He finally had a car and some money from hustling, but he wasn't able to get a regular job due to his criminal record. Now he was enjoying life, but he had no savings in his bank account. He was hustling at the time, but he didn't have a stable income, so when his business went south and he wasn't able to pay his bills, well, at this time he was living with his baby mama and their 2 children.
God got you while you sleep, you dream about something, whatever. You wake up in the morning, you back to reality, bro. And that's exactly what it was. I was back to reality. We gotta see what we gonna do.
So Ghost was back doing whatever he could to make some money. Now he used his relationship with store owners and friends to wash cars, work for a couple hours at the corner store, and do whatever he could to make some quick cash.
I'm not looking at real life because I don't know what real life is. I didn't know what real life was till it hit me at 25.
But he couldn't make enough to support them at the time. Now the family's lights, they were cut off and they were eventually evicted from their home. Now they stayed at a Motel 6 for a while, but Ghost, he knew that they couldn't live there forever. Now he hit up his baby mama's brother and said, "We're staying in a Motel 6 right now and we need to stay with you guys for 3 weeks." But the brother, he told Ghost that the family, well, they couldn't stay with them. So Ghost knew that he had to keep his family safe. So his kid and his girl, they went to live with her mom, but Ghost, well, he was forced to look at other means.
I pull up to a motherfucking Walmart, put shirts on my windows and try to go to sleep, you know what I'm saying?
It was during this time that Ghost, he was living in his car and he was homeless trying to figure out a way to make things right for his family. Now it was actually DJ Academics who inspired DJ Ghost to get into YouTube for real. Now Ghost saw that Academics was making money just talking about hip hop and reporting the news. Plus at the time, Academics, well, he didn't even have a camera. It was still all voiceover. And Ghost thought, well, if that dude can make some money, then so can I. So Ghost, he put his first video out using picture overlays, but he wasn't getting very many views. And well, he did give up for a few short months. Now this is the first video that still exists on his channel from back in 2016.
You know, the living legend, man, Lil Wayne. He had something to say, he had a show. And look, Lil Wayne, my y'all can count him out. The baby ain't gotta pay him, whatever. Lil Wayne's still rich, he's still famous, and he's still talented.
Now he eventually decided to get a camera and put his face in the videos instead of doing the videos like Academics. But for some reason, I don't know, he started wearing face paint in his videos. Take a look.
Nicki Minaj's brother got arrested for raping a 15-year-old girl, all right? And the reason why I say I know it's true because they found this nut stains all on this little girl clothes, you know what I'm saying?
Is that white face? Is that a thing? I don't know. Anyway, he then got himself a green screen and started doing more commentary videos.
This is a girl that the world made famous off disrespecting her mom.
At this point, he was getting some views with the occasional video that got into the hundreds of thousands, but it wasn't very consistent. What was consistent was his posting. Now Ghost, he was posting videos almost every day for the channel and working constantly to feed his subscribers. But the summer of 2017, well, his channel, it got a huge boost when Ghost, he reacted to all the XXL freshman ciphers, and he called them all garbage. Now he got his channel up to 12,000 subs, and even Ugly God, he hit him up and told him he's a fan. And then finally, well, before long, he got himself into some real rap beef.
Famous Dex hit me, but like on some, like, where your bars at? Like, you over here clowning everybody, where your bar? Cause I was, that garbage. Yeah, let's be real, Famous Dex garbage.
From there, Ghost has interacted with many of rap's biggest names, doing interviews, and in his videos, he has become an important part of any new music video release.
I went through all my trials and tribulations in life to where I figured out what I want to do, and that's I want to be my own boss. I don't want to mess with nobody, and I don't want to answer to nobody.
DJ Ghost has a beautiful family and even has a vlog channel called The Ghost Family. And today, well, I'm happy to report that he's making a living off of YouTube. Good for him.
Shoot again. Come on, DJ, you gotta make it, man. Bank shot, G5.
What an incredible story. Now, in terms of his favorite YouTuber, well, while researching this video, we found out that DJ Ghost's favorite vlogger of all time is none other than Casey Neistat. So I guess we're gonna be seeing some more epic vlogs from DJ Ghost. I'm also really surprised that Casey Neistat's one of his favorites. I thought Casey might have been thrown in the McCrudden category. It's like, I don't like that dude. But no, turns out it's just me. Just wants me to stay the hell out of hip hop. Oh God. All right, guys, that's it for this video. As for the rest of the story, well, you know the story, or I guess we'll figure it out soon because this is before they're famous. My name is Michael McCrudden. We make all sorts of celebrity bios here for you on this channel. If you haven't already subscribed, be sure to do so. Check out some of the other videos we've posted this week, and I'll see you guys in another video. Boom!